Hi, my name is Brian Dwan. I'm Managing Director of Gaffey Manufacturers. Several years ago I was approached by Employability to recruit a member of staff. We were job matched with a person. We took them on a 7-week trial and we found it to be very successful. We let the members of staff evolve into all areas of the business, from dispatch to dealing with customers. And we found them very suitable for the job. We approached Employability to take them on a full-time basis, and we did. Since that, we have recruited another member of staff through Employability, another successful candidate, and we're in the process of maybe working on recruiting a third person. The biggest advantage we find with Employability is that they try to job match a person with some experience to the requirements that you require, and which has been very successful for us. The WSS, the Wage Subsidy Scheme, is a great way of getting a contribution towards making up the shortfall what somebody with a disability can possibly bring to your business. Not all people with disability would have a shortfall, but it is a great incentive there. We also found with the Employability was we wanted to expand our business. We have a base in Lough Egish. We also have a base in Hill, and we recently opened a base in Bailieborough. We wanted to expand, we needed staff, and like any young business, funds was tight, and it was a great incentive to help towards putting somebody into employment, as well as getting a contribution towards having them here. But I would say that the contribution can mean very little at the end of the day, because most times the employee will earn his wages 10 times over. One bit of advice I could give to an employer looking to employ somebody with a disability is you can end up with a very committed, loyal worker who's eager to get back into the workplace and has good skills to offer. And another big advantage is you have the 7 weeks to find out are they suitable for your job, and if they are, to maybe make them a permanent employee or member of your staff. Also, with the incentive of the WSS, it leaves scope there where you can have negotiations with your employee, and also you have a job coach to come back to. So if you have any problems, the job coach is always there to help out and to advise and negotiate through the sticky parts to try to find out your even ground. Our very first employee we took on from Employability had no experience in the motor trade. We service counties Monaghan, Cavan, Louth, Meath, Dublin, into Armagh, and we needed somebody with knowledge of car parts for a busy counter and to dispatch parts to customers. Paul come from a carpentry business. Through his disability could no longer work at that trade, so had to reskill. What I seen in Paul was his ability over his disability. Paul wanted to work, he wanted the job. He sold himself to me over 7 weeks, and the keenness, the willingness to learn, to interact with customers, and to get on with his life, to not let it hold him back, was the big selling point that I seen with Paul. The second client we took on, Dennis has come from a motor trade. He was a qualified mechanic, and through his disability could no longer work as a mechanic, but had the knowledge of the parts over Paul. But Paul has rose in our organisation to assistant manager in our branch in Hill. Dennis is with us now going 12 months, and his ability to change has been phenomenal. The diversified, the 19,000, 20,000 part numbers that we carry, he knew the parts, but it's a totally different game when he come to start selling them to customers across the phone, and has really thrived and flourished in his environment along with his other work colleagues, and a real team player. And so you need to look by the disability to see the person that can achieve something in your organisation.